How's it going, guys? Welcome to another video. In this video we're going over what I think are the best keybinds on PC with mouse buttons, at least in my opinion. Let me know what you think of these down below in the comments, and if this does help you out, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. Let's get right into it. Alright, so starting off, pretty simple, just WASD movement, jump spacebar, auto run I have as Y, crouch as left shift, so pretty much normal. And here are the combat keybinds. Again, pretty similar, except I use middle mouse button to use things, so like pick up guns. Harvesting tool I have as X. Weapon slot 1 I have as 1, 2 as mouse wheel up because that's what I use for my shotgun. And the way my loadouts generally are, I'll show you in a minute, but I have an AR in slot 1, shotgun in slot 2, SMG in slot 3, slot 4 and slot 5 I either have any type of heals or a sniper of any kind. And then here are my building binds. For wall I have Q, floor I have as one of my mouse buttons on the side, stairs is C, roof is F, traps I have as T because it's easier to reach than Y, which may not be a problem for you, but I just find it more efficient if you can just have quicker movements on your keyboard. Place building, left mouse button as per usual, what most people have. Repair is G. Change building material, I haven't changed that, it's just right mouse button. And edit, I have a caps lock, but you'll also notice that I have mouse wheel down. And also on reset building I have mouse wheel down. And so that means I'll just show you really quick to make it easier. So right here, if I have this wall, I can edit it, and then I'll just put my mouse right next to my mic. I'll look at it, boom, just fully resets it. And this is something that probably isn't too unfamiliar for a lot of you, but like this, I could just go like that just by spamming mouse wheel down. See, that's what it does. And so I think that's the best thing you can do. Let's move on. Alright, so next, for my ping / place marker, I just have as my other thumb mouse button. And this is all pretty generic. Emote I have as B. Miscellaneous, you can look through here if you want to. Inventory I have as tab, map is M, so I haven't changed that at all. You can look through my vehicle stuff. I'll scroll pretty slowly just so you guys can see all these. It's kind of crazy how many vehicles have been in the game that they've taken out. And I can tell you nobody misses this one. And then the creative keybinds. I don't believe I've changed anything here, but you can look through here if you'd like. Or just skip past this part. Yep. So those are some pretty generic creative keybinds. So next up, I'm gonna show you why I prefer these keybinds over other keybinds. Again, what I told you, my trap I have as T because it's easier to reach. And I'll go ahead and show you this, but this is what my loadout would look like. And so let's say somebody drops in your box, you're holding out your SMG, you can edit and then simply just do mouse wheel up. You don't have to try to reach up and switch with a number. Just like that. Again, open the door. Ooh, just like that. A mongrel recently. A lot of you have probably heard of the mongrel classic. I'll just give you an example. It's just like that. Then pump them. But the reason scroll wheel reset is really handy now. He just came out with a new version, so I'll go through it slowly for you guys. So you edit this. Boom. Ramp. Edit the ramp. Then quickly reset that and do a top corner edit, which you could obviously easily reverse, and it's pretty simple. The reason I have pickaxe as X is just so I can be moving from side to side and then just pull out my pickaxe. I don't have to try to click 1, which is a lot of people have it as, which I find kind of strange. Scroll wheel reset is the only thing not generic about these keybinds for the most part, except that I have my floors as one of my mouse buttons. And most people, well, I don't want to say most, but a lot of people have 2 builds as their mouse buttons. But my mouse buttons are so close to each other that I just decided to put 1 build, and I decided it was easiest if I did floors. It helps me out if I just have floors, is that mouse button. You could really bind mouse wheel up to any of your slots. I just prefer it for my shotgun, because when you're in a close range fight, again, you have to pull out your shotgun pretty fast. The reason I chose one of my mouse buttons for pinging things is I think that's really important, especially if you're a duo or a squads player, to be able to just ping things while you're peeking, so you could go a little Chifu peek, but just to mark someone so you don't get sniped, especially in competitive. And then I left shift as crouch, which not a lot of people do, because when you're trying to Tifu peek someone, so just like that, it's easier if I use my pinky, because when you're doing things like this, you're not using your pinky for anything, but you are using 2 of your fingers to move side to side, and then maybe 1 to move up and down. And another thing is I also left R for reload, which I think most people do, because it's just the simplest thing for reload. It's right next to your movement. Most people recently, and not recently, have been using G for edit, which G is a really good keybind, except that you have to reach pretty far to do all your edits. And with caps lock, I can use my pinky, which again I'm not really using for anything else. And in case you guys didn't know, the reason I'm making this video is almost a year back. It's crazy to think that it's almost been a year. I uploaded a video. It's titled exactly Fortnite PC Keybinds with no mouse buttons. And that video currently has almost 15,000 views, which is the most on my channel. So I got a mouse with mouse buttons a few months back and decided it'd be a good idea to post another keybinds video. And as I mentioned earlier in this video, if this did help you out, I would appreciate if you would subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And also, if you want to go follow me on my Instagram, it's at Chief YouTube, where I post things about when I'm posting videos and just clips in general of Fortnite most of the time. And so if you want more content, go follow my Instagram. And thanks for watching. Goodbye.
So back to what I was saying. Could be us.